Rising over 4,000 feet above the Snoqualmie Valley stands Mount Si, a legendary peak that is impossible to overlook. Known for its steep, continuous incline, it is often used as a training climb for those looking to ascend Mount Rainier. The summit is guarded by a Class 4 climb up a steep tower of rock, making for a fun challenge when the rock is dry. Well, Asaf had been up there just the other day, and he reported back to me that there was some fresh snow up top. I don't have a lot of experience with rock climbing, but for some reason, climbing snow-covered rock on top of a mountain sounded like a great idea.
Holy fuck.
So the next thing we knew, we were on our way to North Bend to take on the Mount Si haystack. For the most part, it's a pretty straightforward hike. So we geared up and locked in for the 10,000 step program. This trail is about as cookie cutter as it gets for a Washington hike. But since I spend most of my days living in a flat desert with no vegetation in any direction, I was really enjoying every little detail that this forest had to offer. The snow started up a lot lower down than I was expecting. But this is nothing unusual for a spring day in Western Washington. Either way, nothing was going to stop us in our sneakers from reaching the top, so we welcomed the slippage and kept moving. As we broke out of the tree line, the views opened up and the entire Snoqualmie Valley unfolded beneath us. We reached the top of the walkable part of this trail, and it only took us about an hour and 45. But if you want to reach the top of Mount Si, you got to scale that dirty dog right there. It might not be the call today with all that fresh precipitation, but I think we're going to scamper on over there and take a peek at her. As we got closer to the climb, I was reminded of how badly I wanted to try it out.
Dude, we're not in the gear for this.
Despite my better judgment, I started to make moves upward, and I promised myself that I would turn around as soon as I didn't feel comfortable. It was really fun at first, and I started to get carried away. I just started running up this thing at full speed.
Whew. That is ice right there.
The chute was caked in fresh snow, and it had melted and then refroze overnight, so there was clear ice covering up a lot of the rock surface.
Whoa, look at that chute. Okay, that is solid ice coating these rocks.
Then it got steeper, and I was starting to slip. At this point, I wasn't going to go any higher, but that was when I realized I completely neglected to think about how I was going to get back down. This was kind of when the reality of the situation hit me, and my heart rate started to shoot up, because going down is a lot harder and a lot more dangerous than going up. I mean, I wasn't that high, but the consequences of a fall from here were catastrophic.
Ooh.
I didn't really know what to do, so I just started down climbing this thing and just kind of like holding on for dear life.
Holy fuck.
I started to get further down, I started to feel a little more comfortable, but I was not out of the woodwork just yet.
Go for those rocks. Oh.
Finally, the ground was in reach, and I knew I had made it out of the danger zone.
Oh. That was super sketchy. Definitely not safe to do in these conditions, but probably super fun without ice.
As the adrenaline wore off, I couldn't help but feel a sense of achievement, like I had done something badass and gotten away with it. But once I had time to process it, I realized that this was not something to be proud of, and I definitely would not do it again without the right protection. This is a good reminder that sometimes you need to think very carefully about what you're getting into, because the mountains are no joke, and they will not go easy on anyone for any reason. With that out of the way, we locked in for the trip back down to the car.
I'm in so much pain.
Nice.
Light.
Oh, I am ready to eat, bro.